Hey, what's up, fam? I got a new character that's it's up on my list now for Eden Zero. I said before, well, in a couple of videos now that Jin is my favorite design so far within Eden Zero, and now I got a character. It's definitely in competition for him in this Colonel Jaguar. This dude looks freaking sick. I know probably anticipated I would use the panel of the new villain that was introduced in this chapter, but I gotta say this guy just looks awesome. Like the combination of his facial hair, his hair itself, and just the eyes. Just this dude just looks like a badass, and I gotta say I'm pretty excited to see what this guy's like with an Eden Zero. And I know people. I saw some comments like, Rex, what the hell? You didn't talk about the villain at the end in the spoiler video. I'm like, well, that's because I didn't really know. I could barely make out what the pages were, because at the time of the panels were really small available. Like I could see the characters, but it was super like low resolution, and there was no translation of it. But well, we'll go over that in this. So obviously we go in over in the spoiler video. We talked about how they were looking at the chronophage. They're impressed to see how powerful it is. Meanwhile, Witch and Sister are talking. They're like, okay, well, it's been a while. Yeah, well, whatever. And really just kind of noticing bits about Shiki, and it was very interesting to hear them kind of go back and forth over the fact that Shiki was the kid that Ziggy. It's still weird saying his name as Ziggy. Picked Shiki up and abandoned his quest to find Mother. So we're gonna figure out what exactly is so significant about Shiki at some point, and just how exactly he altered the great demon machine. I keep saying demon machine king, the demon king. Ziggy. I almost said Shiki. Well, He's the new demon king. Apparently, I really wish it was. Well, demon machine king wouldn't fit if it was Shiki because he's not a robot. But Rebecca is showing that she's got a little bit of trauma over everything that happened, which I'm wondering how long that'll kind of be played into her character. Maybe that'll work towards development, so she can learn how to use ether gear herself, and then the next time in that situation, she's not going to be, kind of without the ability to fight, which will be pretty good. I'm looking forward to see what exactly hers is. I'm hoping she just ends up kind of like Mega Man, and she's got like arm guns. But they're now looking for the two other members of Eden Zero. I didn't notice while looking through this earlier the name of the last person because I knew Valkyrie because of Homura, but I didn't notice the last one's name was Hermit, so that one's going to be kind of interesting. But they're like, okay, now we got to figure out these last two so we can get past Dragon Falls and whatnot and whatnot. And that's when Witch is like, you have Valkyries eat their gear, so where the hell is she? What are we doing? Do you know where to go? And Mora reveals that she's also looking for her. And, she doesn't know what happened. She's kind of disappeared and is unsure what to do, and she needs to both at the same time of trying to look for her. She wants to do as apparently she said she could never beat the Demon King, but she was referring to Ziggy. But because Shiki now has it, Homura wants to defeat him and do something that her master hasn't done. But I don't think she realizes how that works. I mean, just because Shiki has it doesn't mean he's as strong as Ziggy yet. And this is also a really character differentiating area between Shiki, Haru, and Natsu. With this, Haru wouldn't care really to fight friends, but he would kind of do it in more of a playful and less mad manner. Natsu obviously just likes to. He doesn't care. I mean, he's not going to try and kill him, but he'll still fight friends. And he's like, just, I don't want to fight a friend. They're my friends. Why would I fight them? This makes sense. This definitely a big key character moment. Again, pretty nice. And Homura just kind of like takes that as she's a little embarrassed by it. She probably doesn't have a lot of friends. I'm guessing she grew up mostly with just Valkyrie. So we'll figure out how exactly she's going to play into things in a larger role. I think she'll be fine. It doesn't look like she's like, I want to kill the demon king, I want to destroy him. It's just like, I want to beat him in a fight and prove myself. And then Wise, as they're talking to him, he's like, I don't know, I'm not your guys' friend. He's like they're like going over the things that he ended up doing and that were pretty nice. And he's like, God damn it. Okay, I'll be on your team for now. But when he goes to shake his hand, Moskoy or Moscow, I don't remember his official name, shows up, and it turns out he's sister's like companion. He's like her familiar, and I I thought it was a little bit funny when she's like, "I'm gonna get revenge on the guy that shot him." That being wise, and just the part where he goes to press the button on his stomach, and sister's just like, "Don't press it," and just standing there, and he's just like, "I'm gonna do it, but am I gonna?" We're not we're not too sure what exactly that button does. So it's got to do something funny. Maybe it activates like a high battle mode, and he becomes like an actual like powerful character. And then it gets back to the to Justice, the guy with the Jalal Sieghart, well, back down to the very root of magic illusion from his original Hiroshima's original one shot. The guy who's got that eye tattoo, and we're gonna figure out how exactly he relates to them. I don't know if there's actually gonna be anything that ties together with that, or if it's just reference, but it could be either way. They're just talking about all the stuff that happened on Gilst, and what exactly, like only 10% of the people got off the planet before the chronophage ate it. And I'm trying to remember, it's Creed. Creed is the dude with the glasses. I already forgot the larger dude's name. I'll have to go back and look it up. But he's just like, well, that's fine. Those guys were all like terrible criminals. It's not a big deal that they died. No one's sad. And what was kind of cool about Justice. He's like, I mean, it's not a tear rendering moment, but it's still sad that these people died. And then when a character came out, this guy, this awesome character, freaking Colonel Jaguar. This dude is just awesome looking. I think he looks great. And he's talking about how in that whole debacle of them leaving, one of the characters that got out as continuing the tradition. Now that there was the ORACION 6 in Ravemaster, there's the ORACION 6 in Fairy Tale, and now there's the ORACION 6 Galactica in Eden Zero, which I think is really cool. I like Hiroshima continuing stuff like that, where it just has a setting in each of them. And also his spaceship looks really cool, assuming that's his. It's got like all the cool mechanical cords coming out of it. It kind of reminds me of a Brainiac ship from, like DC. I don't know. Am I the only one seeing it? I don't know. It looks really cool. But this guy who's one of those six, I think though in this series it'll be more of a title, and they'll tie together that way. This guy Drac and Joe, the Alchemists of Darkness, and I'm guessing they're gonna kind of have a title, but each of them are gonna have their own crew, and it's gonna be really cool to see this guy. He's like way above uh, Liga or Jin or any of the characters we've seen before. He's going to be like an actual boss character who I'm looking forward to, being an opponent. He looks badass. Although he looks really cool, he doesn't look as cool as Colonel Jaguar. That dude looks awesome. So we'll see exactly where his character affects the story soon in the next chapter, chapter 20, Iron Hill. Anyway, tell me in the comments what you think about this chapter. I thought it was really good. I like the laying out for some characters, and as I said, this new character, though Draken Joe's really cool. This dude Jaguar, guy looks so freaking cool. He looks awesome, and I look forward to seeing how exactly things are going to go. Now we have a actual hype villain this time. We have a big bad guy who is seemingly a threat. He's got big deal status. So this might be that big first really big fight that I've been talking about wanting to see in Eden Zero between Shiki and a villain. But like I said, drop a comment in the comment section below and what you think about this. If I can get you to thumbs up and like the video and subscribe and check out my other videos. See if there's anything that I review that you might want to check out and see. But other than that, thank you to everyone who's already subscribed, and thank you all for listening. Bye.